All right, welcome. Good morning. And so we're going to be doing our Qigong today and then our breath work, and then we'll get into our meditation. So this week we're going to be talking about the water element, and the water element involves the kidneys. So the kidneys, as you know, you got two of them, and they're on your back around the L2, L3 area, just opposite your belly button. So if you find your belly button, draw your fingers around the back. Now you're holding your kidneys. And the kidneys are responsible for your endurance, your pH balance, filtering out your blood. And in Chinese, they are the color blue or orange, depending on your system. I like orange. And then there's the sound, there's a breath sound that goes with it, C-H-O. So when we get to our breath work, we're going to be inhaling through the nose and then exhaling using the choo, C-H-O, choo. So it's like a low vibration sound, and you're going to imagine the kidneys vibrating a little, and then you can also visualize that color. I like to use orange. And then when we get into the breath work, there's going to be about 4 different parts. So there's the normal breathing, which is inhale through the belly gets big, and then exhale, belly goes toward the spine. So it'd be like, and we make sure we smile. And then the second round, we're going to do reverse breathing. We're going to do 6 rounds. So the second round, and then we're going to inhale, the belly's going to go in, and then exhale, belly's going to go out. You can also put on the sides of the ribs. So when they inhale in normal breathing, we'll go back to normal breathing, they inhale, the ribs are going to go out. And on the exhale, they go in. And then the reverse breathing, they're basically not going to move as much. So you're going to inhale. Yeah, so mainly more about moving the pelvic. So we have the pelvis, the abdomen, and then the thoracic area. So we're changing the different pressures, moving the lymph. You might get a little light in the head, but then you'll get loose in the body. So if you get a little lightheaded, just make sure that you go and have a spot comfortable around you with pillows that you can lay down if you feel the need to. There's going to be no harm, so any body temperature changes, any tinglings, any lightheadedness, those things, they're perfectly normal. We're going to be all in a safe area because we're not underwater. So those are the 2 parts of the breathing. First round, like I said, we're going to do the normal breathing. Then we're going to do an exhale hold. So we're going to let everything go, and we're just not going to inhale. We're just going to feel and listen to the body and what's going on. Pretty easy. We're going to do it for about a minute. Anybody can go about 2 minutes, no problem. After doing the breaths, because it blows off carbon dioxide, so you'll be able to go the 1 minute. But if you feel the urge to breathe, that's okay. Just take a little sip, or just try to swallow. You might get that swallow reflex, and you just try to override that 3 times. That's the shift of the autonomous nervous system. After that, we do the breathing. We got the exhale hold. Then we're going to do an inhale, hold, squeeze, and we pressurize everything. So that's when we're going to inhale. And then we're going to squeeze our glutes, we're going to squeeze our abdomen, we're going to squeeze our chest. And kind of like when you want to equalize your ears, you inhale and then you plug your nose and you kind of blow out your ears, but you're not going to add a whole lot of force. It's very gentle. So you're contracting, squeezing, and then you're kind of looking up at the mid-eyebrow point. And we're going to do this for about 30 seconds, and that's going to stimulate the pituitary gland. And that's how we're going to get the hormones going into the lymphatic system. So that's 1 round, and those are the different phases. We're going to be doing 6 rounds of the breathing, very relaxed. If you feel like you can't, it's okay to skip around or just kind of follow along, but listen to your body. This is about a listening exercise, but the point is to guide you to the set of sensations. And so we're clearing and cleansing. You can kind of think of it as doing some house cleaning or doing some gardening. We're pulling up the weeds, or we're cleaning up the dust and sort of vacuuming our system out. Very good to reset the nervous system and open up all the organs. All right, so now we'll get into our Qigong. And so I always like to start, we can do it sitting, you can do it standing. I'm going to demonstrate sitting. And so sitting, we're going to start just to empty the cup. So we'll start with shaking. And that's where you just make the wrists nice and loose. Elbows bent. Inhaling and exhaling in and out the nose. If you're standing, the arms can just go down to the side. That's okay. And you can even bounce into the heels a little bit. If I do it, my camera's going to shake, so I won't. And we'll always smile, so the teeth are lightly touching. Tongue is in the roof of the mouth. Really opening that throat space. Feeling the cool air go in the nose on the inhale. And the hot air coming out. You can already start visualizing that orange color spreading throughout the body. We're lighting up the body, activating our light body. All right, slowing it down. Allowing the hands just to rest, pointing to the ground or on your lap if you're sitting. Feeling a little tingling, buzzing. That's new circulation flowing around. And now we're going to start opening up the diaphragm. The diaphragm is the one muscle that we can control that also gets stuck, and it attaches to the lower ribs and also moves the kidneys when we breathe. And so if they don't move so much, it's because there's a slight issue. And so this is going to help promote that. So we're just going to open the mechanics of breathing. So we're going to put our hands together and we're going to inhale, expand the chest, bringing the fingertips as far as you can, looking to the ceiling. And then this is the exhale. Rounding the back, shoulders, hands come together. Inhale, exhale. It's just going back and forth. You don't have to follow my rhythm. We're just feeling a stretch on the inhale and the exhale, warming up the tissues, going through the full range of motion. If you burp or fart or yawn, that's okay. That's moving out what they call sick wind. Okay, and slow it down. Now we're going to open up in another direction. So we're going to have a hand on each elbow, and we're going to inhale. Arms come up and just above the head or behind the ears if you can. And exhale, let it go. Just keep repeating that. You can switch hands if it makes you feel more balanced. Fully in. And letting go. Fully in. And letting go. Fully in. And letting go. One more time. And letting go. All right, now it's opened up the shoulders. We're going to open up the wrists, so hands together, interlocking the fingers, and we're going to make little figure eights. Little figure eights. This helps prevent carpal tunnel if you've ever been working at a computer or using your phone or writing. Now I'm going to slowly make the movement a little bigger. The elbows start to become involved. So open up the whole body, and then we're going to lift one elbow up, around shoulder, and over and down. Nice big motions coming from the center of the heart. Feel the movement even come as low as down from the pelvis. This is a whole body opening exercise. You feel everything opening. And now we're going to reverse other direction. So elbow comes up and back and down. Really good for the kidneys. And the color orange. Kidneys and the water element also represent the Jing energy, Jing, and that's considered our essence or life force, or like our battery. All right, slow it down. Now we're going to keep the fingers interlocked. We're going to inhale, hands come up, palms to the sky. Exhale, palms come down, elbows touch. And if you can, elbows can touch the belly button, but they don't have to. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, palms up, hands up, look to the sky. Exhale, look to your belly button. Bring the elbows together to the belly button. Nice smooth range of motion. Doesn't matter how far you can go. It matters more about the smoothness and the quality. Using the breath as a stretching tool. Feel things shift, move. You can see I'm rocking a little bit. It's like wiggling free. Kind of like when you wake up in the morning and you yawn. Do a nice yawn and you stretch. And speaking of which, we're going to now, up here, we're going to drop one elbow to the side, opening the sides of the ribs. Take a few breaths in here. Other side. Dropping the other elbow down. You could be looking up through your fingers if you want, but I'm going to stare at the screen. And we're going to come back to the middle and back down. Elbows touch. Feeling how much freer our breath is now that we've opened up the sides. Diaphragm's freed a little bit, making breathing easier and more effortless. Effortless effort. It's the whole point of stretching. This is like dynamic stretching. All right, we're going to inhale and drop the elbow again, stretching 2 times on the side for best results. Other side. And arms down. Very good. Shake that out a little bit. Shoulders are opened up. Diaphragm is opened up. I think we're all ready now for our breathing exercise. So we said, again, the inhale, we can sit down, you can lie down, you can even do it standing if you really want. If you're doing standing, which is considered most advanced, then your feet will be together and you're pretending that you're bamboo in the wind. So the danger with that is you might rock or sway as things go up, but whatever you feel you want to do. So with this, we're going to get into the pattern here. So I said we're going to be doing abdominal breathing. So this case, on the inhale, the belly goes out, the ribs come up to the side. On the exhale, ribs come in, belly goes in. We're going to do this for about 30 times, and then we're going to do it reverse breathing, and then we're going to keep changing for a total of 6 rounds. All right, here we go. So I've got the rhythm, inhale, and then exhale. I'm going to move my hands just to represent breathing. You can choose to move them or not. If you choose to move them, it's part of a Qigong move called turning the wheel. And you'll visualize just a light coming up the spine and then the light coming down the spine. They call this the pearl. And the color orange, getting brighter and brighter. Like I said, if you want to just leave your hands here. Clearing out old emotions. Drawing them to the surface. And hold. Inhale, hold, and squeeze. Pressurizing the system. Look to the mid-eyebrow, visualizing heat going to the palms and to your feet. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abdomen, squeeze your chest. Squeeze your teeth lightly. And letting go. Second round, reverse breathing. So we inhale. Separate the suction on the inhale. Push out. Exhale. Vacuum and pressure. Like gentle pumping. Not too light, but not too hard. You'll know what's right when you start getting the belly gurgles. Moving that gas. And letting go. Fully in, hold and squeeze. Pressurizing everything. If you look to the mid-eyebrow, you'll start to see light. And letting go. All right. Now we're going back to normal breathing. Now you know what to do. You've done 1 round forward, 1 round reverse. Now we're going to repeat that whole thing 3 times, making 6 rounds. And if you're really familiar with it, then just focus and visualize on that cho sound, the color orange, and your kidneys. You can place your hands on the kidneys like me if it helps. Feel the movement there. And letting go. Fully in, hold and squeeze. There you go. Reverse breathing. Couple more breaths. Last one, fully in. And letting go. Relax. Fully in, hold and squeeze. And letting go. Normal breathing. For me now, my feet are sweaty, a bit of my back is starting to get on fire. My hands feel tingly and dry. I got some saliva producing in my mouth I'm going to swallow. One more time, fully in. Letting go. Fully in, hold and squeeze. Letting go. Reverse breathing. Inhale. Exhale. 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 Inhale and exhale. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. One last time. Fully in. Letting go. Hold. Fully in. Hold and squeeze. And letting go. That's 6 rounds done. Just slowly rubbing the fingertips together. If you've had thoughts or feelings or memories, come up. Just bring yourself back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. We'll just put one hand under the belly here. We'll bring one hand up, coming around the side, and then coming down the midline. So thumb is toward you. This is centering. We're just going to center our energy in our belly here. So inhale, other side. Come up to about the midline, and then just drop the hand down the middle of the body. Inhale, whatever you like. Just let the breath do what it needs to do. Down the middle. Your eyes could be open or closed, doesn't matter. Go with your feeling. Inhale, and down. Other hand. This is gathering all our energy. If our body is out there somewhere, it's bringing it back to here. This time, other hand comes up, down, and we're going to just rest just at the mid-eyebrow. So just at the knuckle of the thumb, it's about the mid-eyebrow. Just imagine some fresh energy going into the brain. Take some breaths here. And drop it down just to the heart center, which is just in the middle of the sternum. Take some breaths into your heart. And down to the belly. Do the same thing, other hand coming up. Down, just pausing at the mid-eyebrow. And drop it down to the heart center. Take some fresh chi into here. And down into the belly. The web thumbs kind of go into each other. Hand over just below, there's your belly button. So just below that. Take some breaths here. Storing all our chi in our lower dantian, our lower elixir center. Now that we're back in our bodies, we're going to start our Enneagram meditation. The Enneagram is just one of 9, and it means 9 different patterns of thought that tends to emerge. And so I'm going to go through some description of what this type of pattern is described as. So this will be the Enneagram Type 2, known as the helper. And that way we can label these types of thought patterns, identify them, and see when they arise in us and when they arise in others. And then we're going to go through the different levels of vibration of these thought patterns. We're going to start by releasing lower vibrational thought patterns and then filling that void with some affirmations of higher vibrational thought patterns. And so you can either listen to them, you can say them along with me in your head, or you can even say them along out loud. Totally up to you. Here we go. So Enneagram Type 2, like we said, is the helper. They are the caring and nurturing type. Remember that 2s try to escape their fear of being unloved by constantly doing things for others. They see themselves as thoughtful, well-meaning, and generous, although others may sometimes see them as intrusive and self-deceptive. To get others to love them, 2s believe that they must always be selfless and virtuous, so they sacrifice their own needs and desires for the good of others. If others still do not give 2s the love they want, their disappointment and anger must also be denied and repressed. Thus, 2s become caught between feeling love and feeling rage. Over time, suppressing their negative feelings takes its toll on their health and relationships, and they lash out at the very people whose love they so desperately want. 2s can escape their trap by acknowledging and releasing their ulterior motives and negative feelings towards others. The more honest they are about themselves, the more emotionally balanced they become. By recognizing and accepting all the different parts of themselves, even the negative ones, 2s undo the contradictions that have blocked them from being close to others. They can then become the genuinely loving, nurturing people they have always wanted to be. Their goodness is so real and selfless that they cannot help but attract others who love them deeply. So maybe that's you or someone you know, or... All right, now for the releases. I now release all feelings of rage and resentment toward others. I now release all attempts to justify my aggressive feelings. I now release all attachment to feeling victimized and abused. I now release the fear that I am unwanted and unloved. I now release all attempts to force others to love me. I now release making others feel guilty for not responding sufficiently to my needs. I now release abusing food and medications to make up for my loneliness. I now release feeling that others owe me for the things I have chosen to do for them. I now release believing that no one willingly takes care of me. I now release expecting others to repay my help in the way I want. I now release all physical ailments, aches, and complaints. I now release calling attention to what I have done for others. I now release feeling possessive of loved ones. I now release doing things for others to make myself needed. I now release flattering others to make them feel good about me. I now release not wanting to acknowledge my negative feelings. I now affirm that I own all of my feelings without fear. I now affirm that I am clear and conscious of my motives. I now affirm that I am lovable for who I am. I now affirm that my happiness does not depend on pleasing others. I now affirm that I can let go of loved ones. I now affirm that I nurture my own growth and development. I now affirm that I love others without expecting anything in return. I now affirm the joy and warmth that fills my heart. I now affirm my gratitude for all that others have given me. All right, so some of those may have resonated with you or not. Either way, they are all thoughts that every human has. And so it's good to be aware of them and go through them ourselves, even if it's not our type. And so thanks for joining me. We're